Hello, everyone. Today we're going to discuss the subject of fascism is capitalism in decay. When the capitalism have a problem, they adopt fascism. With that, I'll turn the subject to my grandson, Tristan. Go ahead, Tristan.
All right, thank you. So, as my grandfather just said, today we're going to be discussing the subject of fascism is capitalism in decay. And this was an idea introduced by Lenin. Now, I want to today kind of do an analysis of this idea and, through this analysis, try to figure out whether or not this idea is accurate. Now, before we get on to analyzing the idea itself and analyzing its historical accuracy and its material accuracy, I want to first go over what Lenin meant by fascism is capitalism in decay. So basically what Lenin is trying to say here is he's trying to say that when capitalism enters into a contradiction with itself or it faces some kind of inherent issue, some issue that's inherent to its functioning, it introduces fascism kind of as a lifeline to rely on to diminish these contradictions and do away with these contradictions that capitalism is facing. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's try to take a look throughout history and see if Lenin's idea adds up and it checks out. Now, I want to use the example of Nazi Germany for our argument today, for our analysis, because it's probably the most famous, the most infamous fascist nation to ever exist. And we're going to have to do a little bit of historical analysis here to, try to answer our question of whether or not Lenin was accurate. So, into the historical analysis, when the Nazis, or before the Nazis got in power, Germany was known as the Weimar Republic. It was a capitalist nation, it was a liberal nation, but it was in economic turmoil, right? It was capitalism and liberalism was facing a lot of contradiction, and this led to the rise of socialist mobilization in Germany. Now, as a reaction to this, Hitler actually persuaded Hindenburg to, kind of get him in power and get him, a position of power in order to stop socialism and stop the rise of socialism in Germany. And I know this is kind of an oversimplification, but, I just want to do a rough outline of the history of the development of Nazi Germany for our video today. But when Hindenburg did offer him power and when Hitler did eventually become the leader of Germany, what Hitler did is he sent a lot of communists and Marxists and socialists to concentration camps, and he preached very adamantly, anti-communism, anti-socialism, anti-Marxism. He was very anti-Marxist. He ordered Marx's books to be burned. He, engaged in a lot of anti-socialist, anti-communist rhetoric, and he, kind of propagated the view in Germany that communism was the ultimate evil. It was, this evil ideology that ought to be, snubbed out and eradicated. So we can kind of see here that Lenin's idea does add up. If we're using the example of Nazi Germany, then, Lenin's idea does add up because, fascism is capitalism in decay. We can apply this to Germany and we can say that Germany, when it was capitalist and it was a liberal capitalist nation, it faced a lot of contradictions, and this led to the rise of socialism. And then the capitalist Germany, it relied on fascism as a lifeline to suppress socialist mobilization in Germany, right? So we can see here that if we use the example of Nazi Germany, then Lenin's idea does indeed check out. And it does check out indeed for other fascist nations. I'm just using the example of Nazi Germany because it's, as I said, the most famous example of fascism throughout history.
Right.
Anyway, that would pretty much wrap up the subject.
And that's called corporatism, isn't it? The name of
yeah. Fascism economic system, it's called corporatism. Yeah. Right. It's kind of a variant of capitalism. And we can talk about that later if you would like. You just comment in the description if you want us to do an analysis of corporatism.
But we'll complete the video here.
Yeah, that'll complete the video. Sorry for rambling for nothing. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.